Very good morning to everyone. So in today's class, we will discuss calculation of number of spectral lines. Okay, last class we have covered hydrogen spectrum. So related to that hydrogen spectrum, number of spectral lines obtained. That is calculation of number of spectral lines. So let us see. Let us assume electron is excited by absorbing some amount of energy and it excited to some nth level. We don't know what is the level. Here let us assume some fourth level it is excited. We have 4 levels here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now electron excited in hydrogen like sample. This is again applicable for single electronic system in hydrogen like samples. Electron excited to the fourth level. Then when it come back to the ground state or in between, it may come back to the fourth, third to 2, 2 to 1, so on, right? Then how many spectral lines it can be? Each spectral line indicates each radiation. Each radiation indicates one spectral line. Here this fourth electron, when it is present in the fourth level, it may come directly to the ground level. We have one possibility like this. Next another possibility. Just here we have to check the possibilities only. Nothing but the possibilities. So electron may jump from here to here and then after directly 3 to 1, or it may come from here and then after to this one and then after to this one, or it may come from directly 4 to 2 and 2 to 1, right? Like this various possibilities are there. So here each possibility can give one radiation. When electron, for example here electron jump from fourth level to first level, it can give one radiation, means one spectral line. When electron jump from 4 to third level, again here when electron jump from one level to other level, some energy emits here, that it also can give one spectral line. This is also one spectral line. Again when it jumps from 3 to 1, again here it can give one spectral line. And again when 4 to 3, and here both the case the same, this radiation in the second case, third case, the radiation is the same. So both can give only one spectral line. Both are having the same kind of spectral line. For example, it is a yellow light. This can give yellow light and this also yellow light. So we cannot differentiate it. So both yellow lights together we can take as one only. So then after here to here, this is one radiation 4, and here this is one radiation 5. Again 4 to 2, this is one radiation 6. We have to identify the different possibilities here. Again 2 to 1, 2 to 1 already came here. 2 to 1 means fifth line, and this is 2 to 1, this line both are identical. These two lines are identical. So we can count as one only. Means total we can see total possibilities 6. So when electron jump from fourth level to first level, we can see the possibilities. Means how electron can come to the ground level, in how many possibilities are there. All these possibilities can give the number of spectral lines. So here we have 6 spectral lines are possible. So for this we have one formula to identify. Here we have taken one example, but for example it is some 100th level. In case of 100th level we cannot see all the possibilities. That is impossible to calculate. So in that case we can generalize to calculate the number of spectral lines. There is a general formula where electron jump from nth level to the ground level, then the total number of spectral lines in hydrogen like sample is n into n minus 1 by 2. We can note it down this. Maximum number of spectral lines. maximum number of spectral lines obtained when electron undergo transition from nth orbit, we don't know, somewhere in the nth orbit to ground state. This is in a sample of hydrogen-like species only. Sample of hydrogen-like molecules or species. So, in that particular case, the number of spectral lines is equals to n into n minus 1 by 2. Simple, this is the formula. Where n is the number of orbits where the electron undergoing the transition from ground to the ground state. And this is to the ground state, but sometime the electron may jump like this. Yeah, let me take again these levels. Somewhere here we have the electron. Electron is jumping to the in-between level. This is, let us assume, N2 level, final level, and this is a N1 level. It is not coming to the ground level. This is a ground level. Now we want to calculate the spectral lines to the some particular shell to the N1 level. It may come from some here, somewhere from outside. So in that case, how many number of spectral lines we can calculate? From one particular shell to the other shell, except the ground state. Then the total number of spectral lines means except ground state means we can say except Lyman spectral lines, the remaining Balmer, Paschen, bracket, they comes under. In case of all Balmer lines, how many Balmer lines are possible? Or how many Paschen lines are possible? How many bracket lines are possible? Altogether, Lyman, Balmer, Paschen lines. So in that particular case, we have the formula. That is n2 minus n1 into n2 minus n1 plus 1 by 2. You can note it down. This formula also here. Maximum number of spectral lines obtained again. When electron undergo transition from N2 level to N1 level. Here N1 is not ground state, it is N1 is not equal to 1. Again same in hydrogen like sample. In that case the formula is N2 minus N1 into N2 minus N1 plus 1 by 2. This is a formula. And one more formula here. If we have only one single species, generally if we take hydrogen molecule, huge number of hydrogen atoms may be present. But if we take only one single species, in that case the number of spectral lines. That is the formula. maximum number of spectral lines when an isolated hydrogen-like species undergo transition. From nth orbit to the ground state. Nth orbit to ground state. In this case, the formula is n minus 1. See the difference between first two and this third one. In case of third one, we have only one atom. Only one electron is excited. That means. But in this case, if you see first one we wrote here. So all these possibilities. Here one electron already de-excited. And the second transition is not due to the same electron. This is due to the other electron. So because once electron de-excited, there is no other electron. The same electron we cannot consider here. So in case of hydrogen sample, if you take 1 gram or 1 mole of sample, there are huge number of atoms may excite. Right? Also, those electrons, all electrons which are excited when come back to the ground state, so each electron can give one radiation. So sometimes it may come directly to the ground level, or it may be in between the intermediate level to the ground level. So this second electron may give these two spectral lines, and the third electron may be give again two spectral lines, and the fourth electron can give here one spectral lines, again some other electrons. The remaining electrons also, the spectral lines can be matched with one of the spectral lines already given by the 4 electrons. So here maximum, these 4 electrons can give 6 spectral lines, but the remaining, if you take n mole of electrons also, they can give the same spectral lines. So that is why we can consider the maximum number of spectral lines are 6 only. Maybe intensity may increase, but spectral lines are same only. But if you take only one electron, the same here, isolated species. For example, only one hydrogen atom is there, and in that the electron is excited to the 4th level as usual. Then maximum number of spectral lines. Maximum how many we can get? So this is a possibility. It may come directly 4 to 3 and 3 to 2 and 2 to 1. So maximum you may get 3 spectral lines only. More than this is not possible. Why? Because there is no other electron. Only one electron is there. Over. That part is completed. So you will get total number of spectral lines in case of isolated species, that is n minus 1. Previous case, if n equal to 4, 4 minus 1, 3 spectral lines you will get. And first two cases we have a sample of hydrogen like. Sample means it has a huge number of hydrogen atoms. So each hydrogen atom can give one electron. So huge number of electrons can excite. So here also in a sample. The second formula also you can take, it is sample of hydrogen like species. This is the third. So these three formulas you should remember to identify the number of spectral lines. We can have a basic question here. Find number of spectral lines possible when electron jumps from first one. Sixth excited state to ground state In the second one,
Sir, 15, sir.
sixth orbit to
21, sir.
third orbit. Okay, you can see the solution for this. So number of spectral lines here, see sixth excited state to ground state. Sixth excited state means what? Seventh state. So here n is equals to 7. It is not 6. Sixth excited state to the ground state. So anyhow the formula n into n minus 1. So 7 minus 1, 6 by 2. You get 7 into 3, 21 spectral lines in first case. Second case, sixth orbit. So this is n1, sixth orbit to third orbit means n1 equal to 3 and n2 equal to 6. So formula n2 minus n1 into n2 minus n1 plus 1 by 2. So 6 minus 3, 3 into 6 minus 3, 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. You will get 6 spectral lines. So like this you have to calculate the number of spectral lines. So they will ask you the very basic questions, don't worry. Let us see one more question here. How many maximum spectral lines are possible? Maximum number of spectral lines are possible if electron is present in fourth shell and only 2 hydrogen atoms are present in a sample. This is the question. Here, how many maximum number of spectral lines are possible if electron is present in fourth shell, but only 2 hydrogen atoms are present in a sample? This statement is very important. Only 2 hydrogen atoms are present in a sample. See now for this solution, how many maximum number of spectral lines? See here, 2 hydrogen atoms are present means we know that each hydrogen atom contains 1 electron. But where the electrons are present? In the fourth shell. You write 4 shells. Here 2 electrons only. Here is 1 electron and here is 1 electron. And these 2 electrons may de-excite like this. For example, this first electron is de-exciting. 4 to 3, then 3 to 2 and 2 to 1. Right? This part over. And how many lines it can give? Maximum 3 lines are possible with this electron. And second electron, it may come directly from 1 to 4. And this is also different radiation. So this is 1. So total 3 plus 1, 4 radiations.
Electron also.
Okay, like this 4 radiations. And you may have the doubt, right? For example, this is the second electron. So you may have the doubt, right? Second electron may also de-excite like this. It may come from 4 to 3, then after 3 to 1. This is also possible, right? But here this radiation and this radiation, both are identical. So no need to, both you should consider as the one only. Intensity only will increase, but wavelength or frequency, energy, everything is the same. So we have only one radiation. So now this is extra radiation. Now otherwise you have to consider this one. And here we have two radiations. Out of these two, one is already matched, already merged with the initial radiation. So whether you take the electron transition like this or like this, you will get one. Or else, you may thought that electron may jump from here to here, or from here to here, or from here to here. This is about second electron. If a second electron also will use a transition as like first electron, then this transition and this transition both are equal, and this transition both are the same, and this one again both are the same. Then how many we can see here? 0. So total you will get maximum 3 only. But we have to calculate maximum possibilities. So there is a possibility like this. It may come from directly here to here 1, or else you can take the transition like this also. In this case also you will get only 1 extra, or else the second electron may come like this also. Okay, in this case, anyhow this is matched already with this transition, so this can give 1 extra radiation. Again here also we will get 1. Out of these 4 possibilities, you have to consider any one. Why? Because we have only 2 electrons, 1 electron already over. The second electron may undergo any of these transition, but you take any of the transition, you will get extra 1 radiation only. So total radiations are possible 4 if 2 atoms are there. For example, if I give 3 atoms instead of 2 hydrogen atoms, then how many are possible?
5, sir.
1 more extra you can add. Yes.
5, sir.
So 5 are possible. Why? Because this is the second electron, let us assume, and this is the third electron, right? And if I give 4 hydrogen atoms, how many you will get?
6, sir.
1
5
more.
only, sir.
Here, this is the 4th electron you assume. Here you will get 1 extra radiation, right? Here 1, here 1, here 1. You will get plus 1. 6 transitions are possible if you take 4 electrons. If you take 5 electron, means 5 hydrogen atoms. So 5th hydrogen atom, whatever the way it come back to the ground state, the transition should be matched to any of the already given radiation. ఉన్నటువంటి రేడియేషన్స్ తోటి మళ్ళీ కంపల్సరీగా అది మ్యాచ్ అవుతుంది. వెదర్ యూ టేక్ 5 electrons, 6 electrons, 10 electrons, 100 electrons, 1 mole of electron, doesn't matter. So the remaining all electrons can give the same kind of radiation only. So maximum you will get 6 electrons, but to 6 transitions. But to get this 6 transition, minimum we required 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 or more than 4. They can give 6 transitions only maximum. When the electron present in 4th shell, electron 4th shell lo unnappudu maximum spectral lines ఎన్ని పాసిబుల్స్ అవుతాయంటే 6 పాసిబుల్ అవుతాయి. ఒకవేళ 2 atoms ఏ ఉంటే 4, 3 atoms ఉంటే 5, 4 atoms ఉంటే 6, more than 4 ఉన్నా కూడా 6. If it is only 1, ఒకటే హైడ్రోజన్ atom ఉంటే n-1. So 3 are possible. ఇది ఫస్ట్ 3 అనేది పాసిబుల్. It's like a very important concept. Now, directly we can do the question sometimes. Here we have the hydrogen. The hydrogen atom with spectral lines. We have some helium atom here. In helium ion, we have take hydrogen like species, and this is lithium 2+. All are hydrogen like species. Let us see. First, in case of hydrogen, electron is present at the, let us assume, third level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me take others. 4 are. Electron is there in the 4th level. It is de-exciting to the some ground level. You will get some energy transition here. Energy transition, energy radiation, it may have the characteristic properties wavelength, wave number, and frequency and energy. These are the parameters mostly we can calculate for this energy transition. And sometimes they may ask you the question, to get the same transition in hydrogen atom, then in case of helium ion or lithium ion, so when we will get the same type of transition? When electron transition from helium case. సో హీలియం లో కూడా సేమ్ ట్రాన్సిషన్ జరగాలంటే electron should jump from which level to which level. Okay, here 4 to 1 kelte it may have some wavelength, some lambda wavelength వచ్చింది. To get the same wavelength in case of helium ion, so what kind of transition should be takes place? అంటే electron ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎక్కడికి jump అవ్వాలి. Similarly in case of lithium ion, from where to where the electron should jump. So for that we have the formula here. So in order to get the same transition from one ion to the other ion, we can use this kind of transition, Zn2 to Zn1. In this particular case, you will get same type of transition. And here 4. So here what is the N2 value? 4. And what is the N1 value? 1. And the hydrogen spectrum electron transition is taking place from 4th to the first level. Then we will get some wavelength or frequency, some energy values. To get the same energy in case of helium ion, the transition should be takes place. Helium and atomic number 2. 2 into 4 to 2 into 1. Ante if electron transition between 8th orbit to the 2nd orbit in case of helium, you will get same wavelength, same energy, same frequency, everything. Similarly, lithium ion lo kuda same type of transition observe cheyalante, this is 3 into 4 and 3 into 1, and then 12 and this is 3, and electron should undergo excitation or some emission or absorption in between 12 to 3. Okay, this is a point you should remember. You can make a statement here in order to get the same transition. Very very important, shortcut key use out. In order to get the same transition, that means in order to get the same wavelength or same frequency, same wave number or same energy in hydrogen like species, in order to get the same transition like wavelength, energy, frequencies, the transition should be takes place between Zn2 to Zn1. ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే you can easily identify. ఒక్కోసారి ఏమి ఇస్తారంటే they will give you here in case of hydrogen basic example.
Sir, could you scroll some up?
What is the Z? Z nothing but atomic. So mostly they may give hydrogen, helium, lithium, very rarely beryllium. कोई 3 species ఇస్తూ ఉంటాడు and their atomic number 1 2. For example, the energy emitted in case of a hydrogen atom when electron transition from third orbit to the first orbit is X. In case of hydrogen, when electron transition takes place from 3 to 1 is X joules. Then what is the electron transition in case of helium ion when the transition takes place from 6th orbit to the 2nd orbit? They'll ask. In this case, this you can write directly. 6 to 2 means this is 2 into 3 and 2 into 1. So where 2 is the atomic number, so Z into 3 and this is Z into 1. Same 3 to 1, 3 to 1. So same type of transition. Z means atomic number of helium. So in case of helium also, you should get same energy, whether it is 6 to 2 or 3 to 1. In case of lithium ion, for example, they may give lithium 2 plus ion. What is the energy when electron de-excite from 9th level to the 3rd level? What energy you will get? Again the energy is X joules. So no need to go for calculations here, directly you can take it. So these radiations are same. Now we will discuss here limitations of Bohr's model. limitations or drawbacks of Bohr's model and limitations of Bohr's model and say. What are the limitations? So far we have discussed every time the energy calculations or radius calculations or transitions, everywhere we give one term, that is hydrogen-like species. Hydrogen-like species means what? Your Bohr's model is applicable for hydrogen-like species only, means for single electronic system. It is not applicable for multi-electronic system. For example, helium atom, this way, instead of helium ion, if you take helium atom, it contains 2 electrons. You cannot apply whatever we are discussing so far. Those things we cannot apply further. And lithium atom, if you take, we cannot apply. And we have studied the line spectrum of hydrogen. That line spectrum of hydrogen we cannot apply for the helium atom or lithium atom. So, atomic spectrum also couldn't explain for multi-electronic system. So, it is applicable for only single electronic system. Very, very important point here, and the drawback or limitations of Bohr's model. So, it is not applicable for multi-electronic system. Multi-electronic system means like helium, lithium, and lithium plus also. Lithium here 3 electrons, lithium plus it has 2 electrons. Lithium 2 plus has 1 electron. There it is up. And beryllium, I can take beryllium ion 2 plus. It also it has 2 electrons. Here also you cannot apply, etc. So, for this case it is not applicable, and also it is failed to explain the atomic spectrum for the multi-electronic system. Atomic spectrum or line spectrum. Atoms or ions. Having more than 1 electron. So, this is only again ion, here lithium plus, or atom or ion, they are also having more than 1 electron. In that case, the Bohr model is not applicable. That is one of the drawback. The second one, Bohr could not explain the fine spectrum of hydrogen. Anyhow, we know that hydrogen, it can give various spectral lines, but he could not explain. Bohr could not explain the fine spectrum of hydrogen. What is this meaning, fine spectrum? Fine spectrum means if you see the hydrogen spectrum, we can give the spectral lines, individual distinct lines we can see. But these lines, if we see in highly magnified spectroscopy, if you using by highly magnified, very sensitive spectroscopy, then they observed further this line can be containing a huge number of fine lines, means the further splitting of these lines, and this line also further they observed that so many lines like double line, triple lines, doublet, triplets they observed when they recorded the spectrum by using a highly magnified spectroscope. Then why it is giving further lines? In the single line again it is having various lines. That is called fine spectrum, and about this fine spectrum Bohr could not explain. That is also one of the drawbacks.
So once I scroll little.
One more drawback here, it could not explain both Zeeman and star effects. It could not explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. What is the Zeeman effect and what is this Stark effect?
Magnetic field and electric.
So here further splitting of spectral lines in presence of external magnetic field and external electric field. They are called Zeeman and Stark effects. These are also very important. Sometimes they may ask you for your board level what is the Zeeman effect and what is the Stark effect for 2 marks like. And also competitive level they may ask you what is the Zeeman effect. This is a further splitting of spectral lines in presence of external magnetic field or formation of fine spectral lines. Further splitting of spectral lines in presence of external magnetic field. The further splitting of spectral lines in presence of external magnetic field is called Zeeman effect. Stark effect same but in presence of electric field. Is a further splitting of spectral lines in presence of external electric field. So this is called Stark effect. So these things Bohr couldn't explain. So hence we can say these are the few drawbacks of or limitations of the Bohr model. So this is all about the Bohr's atomic model.